Welcome back, Malta Archery and the next bow review. Look what my friend Markus brought me yesterday. I remember a while ago I did reviews about the Andras Kovacz bows, which we have here, and there was the R2, which I really liked. I linked the review in the description, but of course it was a normal bow with an arrow shelf on this side. And I thought it's a nice bow, but for me it would be nice to have this bow like this with two arrow shelves as a twin bow. Good for beginners or good when you still like to shoot from your shelf, but you want to have the flexibility to shoot either right hand and left hand or Mediterranean and thumb release. Everything possible nice with this bow. And what you directly can see how narrow the center part of the bow is. So this is almost a center shot bow in both directions, which I like a lot. The rest, the curvy design, really pretty craftsmanship, flawless, and we know signature series pointy tips. The wood, nice, really well made. So this is now the R2 1.1 because there only exist two bows right now of this version. He made one for himself, I guess, and one for me. And this is 30 pounds. So what is the max draw length? Is 30 inches. And I measured it just right now. At 30 inches, I managed to get 30 pounds. So at 28 inches, this bow has 26 pounds. What's the length of the bow? Good question. I know I should get my tailor measure tape, but I still don't have it. I will bring it next time. So from nock to nock, alongside the belly, which is a little more challenging here because you have valleys and you have mountains and then you have the next valley and then you have the next you know what I mean. I know with a tailor tape would be nicer. So it's 56 inches from nock to nock. Do I need to? Yes, of course I need to. 56 inches and has a max draw of 30, which gives us 30 divided to 56. Gives us a 0.5, almost 4, so 54. Not too bad, not too bad. So craftsmanship, very well. I didn't get a sleeve with it. Usually you get a nice sleeve from them. He made a knocking point in twine, which looks nice. Zoop. So. Build quality, perfetto. Oh, look at this pretty bow. Handle is now, of course, Andras Kovacz bows are known for his well-made pistol grip kind of handles, so, but only, of course, for either left hand or right hand. He does really an amazing job with them. As you can see in all the videos I made, they are really, when you see here, this is really top-notch made, but of course only for one hand, for the left hand in this case. But you know, we are multi-purpose. We train sometimes right hand, sometimes we should switch to the left hand. And now this handle, what he did is he made it for both hands, and it feels very solid in the hand. The back part is very pointy, so you have your pressure point method if you want to use this, and then you can wrap here your 3 fingers around. It's really nice, really nice. So you can hold this bow however you want, but I prefer to have it on my pressure point, on my hand heart, 3 fingers, these 2 are relaxed, and in this way I have a nice control of this bow. How does it look when we draw the bow? 28, 29, 30. Would do 31, so no stacking at all. 20, here you feel it, so from up to there is nothing, and then you feel it gently. It's a very smooth draw curve which goes consistently a little up. I wish we would have already the Draw Curve Pro, then you would see what I mean, but the Draw Curve starts like this and it goes up, but there's nothing back there, nothing. You see this pretty bow, and when you see, look at this, awesome. Close to center. Look at this. It's close to center. Mediterranean, no problem. And thumb release almost goes through the same spot of the bow, and that's awesome. I like this a lot because it makes for beginners life easier. You have a huge shelf. The shelf is slightly rounded, so you really can shoot from the shelf. See, it's slightly rounded, so it's really one spot touching the arrow. Really nice. Let's shoot. What do we have? 30 pounds and 30 inches, so you might find it tricky to find lightweight arrows. There's no recommendation of grain per pound, so for safety reasons we always go 10 plus grain. What I have here, these are our standard 29-inch arrows. They are 310 grain, which would be between 11 and 12 grain per pound, depending how you shoot. So we shoot now first Mediterranean. Look at this pretty bow. A little. We know that the Kovacz bows have a slightly vibration, but in this bow it's not that massive. So right now he limits the poundage to 30 pounds because of this fragile bow design, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fun. Shoot another target. Can I hit the tennis ball? Almost. It's fun shoot, huh? And I nailed it, so to say. So, but we want to draw a little longer, so we take 30-inch arrows. They are 330 grain, which would be 11 in 30 inches, but 30 inches I don't shoot Mediterranean, I shoot with thumb release. So, 30 inches. Hi, yeah. Well, it's simply more fun, guys. I know some people, they are so, there's only 3 fingers, and do you really have the arrow on the other side? Last time I saw my Instagram post, and oh, did I see it right that you have the arrow on the other side? Why and how? And simply try it. Even Katra comes very well. And we shoot 420 just to see. They would be then 14 grain. Feels still good. You have the slight vibration, a lightly humming, but and with your pressure point you control this bow perfecto. Not showing off or something, but you know, showing off. The handle is quite big, so it might be challenging. Let's see. Custom style, or whatever, how you call it, I don't care. There you go. It's doable, I guess. It's doable. It's doable. It's doable. If you want to shoot like this, it's doable. Works. And of course you need to see that you land your arrow always on the shelf, so it's a little tricky for the beginning, and you don't want to poke. You're expensive, but the price will come later. So, what else can you do? Yeah, it gets a little full in the hand, but it's still possible. Yeah, the handle is a little too big for that. Not made for that kind of fast shooting, so. And by the way, who wants to hold arrows on his bow hand? Learn thumb release, I simply can only invite you. I said I give courses now all around Europe. Invite me, I show you. And as mentioned last time to someone, when we teach someone thumb release, they mostly don't go back to a 3-finger draw because it's so much more natural, efficient, fun, versatile. That's why almost everybody who learned thumb release with me sticks to thumb release, and this is fun. Of course, you could do now, you know, this Turkish kind of style. 30 inches, so much fun with this bow. Vibration is, it's not hand shock, it's simply a little vibration, but with heavy arrows, it gets directly better. And see a few shots, there were now different arrows. Moment of truth, it's not the fastest bow, doesn't have to be. We shoot these ones at 28 inches, which would be then 13 grain per pound. Did I shoot the knock? Huh? Looks like. So let's see. 148. 147. 145. Nobody knows. Jesus. 141. We're slowing down. Arrow. Okay. And I stop and get the arrows. Now we shoot 29 inches with these arrows. Then it's kind of like 12 grain. 164. 167, 168, 162, 163, 11 grain or something. So we don't know 30 inches. With 11 grain. Feels way better. 169. 169, and we shoot the heavy ones, they would be 14 grain. 156. I shoot them one more time, 29 inches again. But of course, with this bow, you could then draw even, look, a bit more that the tip is already on the bow, because the shelf is quite deep. Then you get 172, see? 174. 168. At the end, it's all about the crisp and clean release. 170. 170. Benefit of a center bow, measuring is easier because whatever. 166, the 30-inch lightweight ones. 176. 168 was not really full though. Yeah, every quarter of an inch counts. 158, so they are too heavy there. 14 grain is too heavy. 157, so 14 grain is too heavy. You see directly how it slows down. With 10 grain, 11 grain, you're good to go. Vibration is acceptable. It's a little, you can hear it and you can feel it, but it's totally not annoying. So we had other bows, they're a bit more annoying. The bow feels very balanced in your hand. Looks pretty. Would even do 31, but then you feel it, it gets up. So 30 inches is just fine with this bow. It's a pretty bow. It's not too heavy, even if the handle looks a little bulky, but you get here you don't feel anything in the handle when you draw, so that's why you don't have hand choke. You only feel the vibration coming from the limbs there, but hand choke, you don't feel the handle is not bending at all, so you don't feel here anything. That's really nice. It's well made. I totally like this bow. So guys, if you want a twin bow, we call this twin bow because, ask them. I put the link to Andreas in the email address in the description box. And then you simply can order this bow. What is the price of this bow? Here we sell this bow for 320 euros, which is a good price for the quality of this bow. As you see, wiggle test, no wiggly there a bit, but so it's totally, even for a beginner, if you want to have a nice, beautiful wood bow with glass on it, a pretty bow. I like it, I like curves. And they're well balanced, well made, as you see. See that? Huh? So nice, look, nothing, nothing, nothing. So draw experience, nothing, and now it starts a little getting up, gently, 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 back there. And there you feel it, and there it goes, but this is all beyond 30 inches. Then it goes steeper up, but up to 30. It goes in a gently curve up, and then it goes a little steeper. Really nice bow. Thank you very much, Andras, for building this for me, because I asked for it, because me like this. Now you have a nice bow which you can use both-handed. Very cool. Here you have it. It's enough. Shall I shoot one more time? Shall I shoot one more time? It's fun, it's fun. Oh, that was a bad shot. It's nice. But, you know, I mean, Mediterranean is nice, you can do this. But for me, some release is still. Katra, really, when you have your pressure point method, comes naturally. Seen even different spine and weight and arrows and stuff. With thumb release, no problem. With Mediterranean, let's try this, huh? Yeah, see? Thumb release, no problem. No matter what the spine, what the weight, what the length of the arrow is, they all fly there. Now I shoot them all Mediterranean. Now see, now I shoot them all Mediterranean. All the same weights, all the same spine. All different weight and spine. You see the wobbling of the arrow in the flight? So as long as you shoot the same arrows, it's fine. See? Now I shoot a different arrow. Yeah, it's fine too. Now I shoot another arrow, the heavy one. Oh, did you see how it wobbles? That's why this Mediterranean shooting style is not efficient. Or you need to really have the extremely well-balanced arrow for your bow, then it's working. Other than that, when you shoot different arrows, you saw how they wobble and fishtail. So to have a consistent result with different arrows when you shoot Mediterranean, tough. Thumb release, way easier, but on the side note. So, has an F value of 0.5. I forgot. Draws easy up to 30 inches, so it's totally nothing. Well done. 320 euros, well invested, and you still have your stabby point. So don't use it on horseback, you will kill your horse. But for everyone else who wants to start, who is not sure, or who is even ambidextrous, but wants to shoot from a shelf. I mean, all other horse bows, they don't have a shelf, you shoot from your hand, that's fine. But if you don't feel safe with it, and if you want to have something between, there you have two shelves, you shoot almost through the center in both ways, in all techniques. Very well done. Brace height, I don't even know. 7.5, almost 8 inches. Pretty bow, shoots nice. Thank you for watching, catch you in the next one.